Are Christians allowed to have fun? I see this question a lot. And the answer is yes. Like, God actually wants us to have fun. God wants us to enjoy life. He doesn't want us to just be robots and, like not do anything. Like, He actually wants us to go out in the world and enjoy ourselves, enjoy our lives, because He's the one who allows us to do that. And it's a common misconception that Christians can't do anything fun. Like, Christians can't, go out to certain places, go out to the movies, see, watch certain things. Like, yes, you can do all of that. Should you do most of what the world does? No, because God called us to be set apart. God told us to be in this world, but not be of this world. 1 Corinthians 6 verse 12 says, everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible for me, but I will not be mastered by anything. So what it's saying is, like, everything is available for you to do. Like, you have the freedom of choice to do that because God gave you that free will to do as you please. But not everything is beneficial. It doesn't mean that you should do it. Just because the music sounds good doesn't mean that you should listen to it. Just because the movie or TV show looks good doesn't mean that you should be watching it. Just because those people seem like they're having fun doesn't mean you should go indulge in it. This is why we have to have discernment on certain things. This is why we have to be aware. Like, we have to have our spiritual eyes open to be able to see things that the world may not be able to see. Because just because you as a believer thinks, you shouldn't be listening to certain music that promotes sin, sexual sin, or violence or anything like that, doesn't mean that the world sees it in that way, because the world says this is okay. It's just music. It's art. Let's say, for example, you were addicted to drugs or alcohol and you were delivered from that addiction. Now, are you going to go somewhere where there's going to be nothing but drugs and alcohol around? Are you going to indulge in it? No, because you know that you don't want to go back to that lifestyle. You know what that kind of life brought upon you. So you're not going to put yourself in that situation. And that's where we as believers have to have that discernment. That's where we have to say, okay, I know that this looks good, this sounds good, but it probably isn't good for my soul. It probably isn't good for me to be in that environment. It probably isn't good for me to be around these people. It probably isn't good for me to go and watch this thing, because I know what kind of spirits it stirs up within me. And I'm so big on, like, covering your gates, like protecting your ears and your eyes and what you're letting in your soul, because you can watch certain things and you may think little of it. Like, you may not think like, oh, this ain't gonna have no effect on me. Next thing you know, you start feeling certain ways. You start inviting these demonic spirits into your life because you watched that thing, or you listened to that song, or you did that thing that you had no business doing. But yes, Christians are allowed to have fun. Believers can go out and enjoy themselves in this world. Like, that's not a problem. You can go out, do what you want, basically, but it doesn't mean that you should be doing everything. But you can go out to the movies and watch action movies, like, you can have fun. Like, you can go to certain places and dance, and you can have fun. You can do really what you please, but it doesn't mean that you should do everything. We have to stop getting it confused and thinking that God doesn't want us to enjoy life. We have to stop thinking like God just wants us to, just be corpses, basically. Because if you're not having fun as a Christian, you're basically a corpse. And again, Romans 12:2, we have been set apart. God called us to be different from this world. Do not conform to the ways of this world. We don't have to do everything that the world is doing, but we can have fun in the way that God wants us to have fun. So go out, enjoy your life, have fun, but also be led by the Spirit of the Lord, have discernment, and ask God for guidance.